Order focuses on a lavish, high society wedding, which unexpectedly turns into a class struggle that leads to a violent coup. This is written and directed by Michel Franco, and it was distributed in a limited theatrical release by Neon in early 2021. And this was the subject of some controversy for its portrayal of both upper and lower classes in Mexico. Now, I was interested to see where this was going, as I often enjoy films Neon picks up, and I got the feeling this was attempting to go for something in the vein of fellow Neon film Parasite, which brilliantly depicted class struggles in a darkly funny but compelling way, and whose themes I think we need more of in films. However, I don't think this was exactly a great continuation of said themes. Unfortunately, this didn't work so well for me. Now, I will give it some credit as, at first, it starts off alright. We're at this party where we're introduced to a number of characters like Marianne, whose wedding it is, her brother Daniel, the housekeeper Marta, among many others. And for the first 20 minutes or so, the groundwork is laid nice enough so that we get a decent feel of who's who and the drama they're experiencing among themselves. Unfortunately, once the wedding is violently taken over, a lot of the character development gets thrown out the window, and the film switches gears into an ultra-violent, grisly experience. As things quickly get out of hand, the fight becomes more citywide, and an authoritative military presence swoops in. And what ensues is about an hour's worth of numerous people being killed or subjected to cruel torture that Franco almost gleefully puts on screen. And there's really not much else to the movie otherwise, and I wish I can say I was exaggerating. We do circle back to all the characters we were following around in the first act, but any sort of arcs they may have had become irrelevant, as the film quickly bounces around throughout the city to show all these different scenarios that are basically variations of the same cruelty. Any sort of emotional depth Franco was initially mounting up gets tossed to the side, and the film becomes completely hollow. And in a way, I almost felt dirty watching it. Not that I haven't seen my fair share of violent, action-packed movies before, but those are either hyper-stylized and meant to be fun, or there's some sort of emotional weight behind it to balance out the grislier elements. This, however, has a mostly somber tone to it, making these violent sequences considerably more brutal. And the problem is, we're given absolutely no one to root for. Anyone we first followed around feels more like an afterthought whenever we do revisit them amidst all this chaos. So it felt like this film was trying to make us uncomfortable just for the sake of it, and it just felt wrong. Especially because I wasn't even quite sure what the film's ultimate message was. I get that the initial setup involves some class warfare themes, but the film never once has anything meaningful to say on the subject. There aren't any observations made about it, nor did it feel like we were building towards anything in particular. So I wonder, what was the point? The only other positive I can say is that it was at least shot well, but style only gets you so far. And in the end, it makes New Order a vastly hollow experience. While it has a solid first act and it is competently directed, the film delves into a grisly experience almost completely void of emotion, with a lack of compelling characters and an extremely somber quote-unquote story, mostly made up of a mounting body count. It's a film that presents itself as having something to say, but ultimately comes up short, and it makes this one of the weakest Neon films that I've seen in some time. New Order gets a 3 out of 10. So let me know, did you see New Order, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find any meaning in this? Did the story work for you at all? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.